Alright, I'm doing this video today to compare the AR-15 to the AK-74, and the models I have here are the Colt 6920 M4 and the Arsenal SLR 104UR Krinkov. Both have 16-inch barrels, and both are considered carbines. Okay, these are the most similar platforms that I believe are out there. A lot of people like to compare the carbine AR-15 to the full-size AK-74. I'd rather compare a Krinkov to the M4 because they're more similar. Okay. Now here's the rounds they both shoot. On the left you have the 223 or 5.56. This one happens to be a 223, and on the right is the 5.45 by 39. Okay, very similar. A lot of people, when they compare an AR-15 to an AK, a lot of times they choose the AK-47 or AKM, and that really makes no sense to me because the AR-15 and the AK-47, the cartridges have nothing to do with each other, and the AK-74 is the more modern AK design. So the AR-15 and AK-74 are the ones you should compare when you compare an AR to an AK. Okay. Now ballistically, supposedly the 5.45 by 39 is more superior. Both are very effective and deadly. The best way to describe it: when the 223 or 5.56 hits human flesh, it tumbles, fragments, and turns their guts to jelly. When the 5.45 by 39 hits human flesh, it tumbles and yaws, rips and tears apart the organs. Okay. Both are very effective, but a lot of sources say this 5.5 or the 5.45 by 39 is more ballistically superior than the 5.56. Okay. So those are the two rounds, very similar. Now these two rifles are very similar. They both have black polymer furniture, as you can see, and they both have 16-inch barrels. The twist rate on the Krinkov is, I believe, 1 in 8, and the AR-15 M4 is 1 in 7. Okay. So, if you look at the design of both of the rifles, inherently the AR-15 or M4 is more ergonomic. It's more comfortable. It's more natural to aim and shoot, and just to handle in general. Some people will find the AK to be more ergonomic, but in general, you know, overall, the AR-15, M4, M16 is more ergonomic. Okay. And I find that to be true. I'm more comfortable shooting, holding, and handling an AR-15. It just feels more natural. Now, the AKS-74U, okay, the one on the right, the Krinkov, is much lighter than the carbine AR-15 M4. Now, if you got a full-size AK-74 compared to the AR-15 M4, the AK-74, the full-sized one, would be more heavy. But these two are more similar. I don't find it fair to compare a carbine AR-15 to a full-size AK-74. It's just, I believe the Krinkov is more similar, so that's what I'm comparing. They both have 30-round magazines. The sights on the AR-15 are more superior than on the AKS-74U. On the AR-15, you got peep sights, and you have windage dials and knobs, so it's more precise as a weapon, and also the distance or sight radius is greater on the M4. Okay. And on the Krinkov, the AKS-74U, you can see it's just your standard open sights. and the sight radius is quite a bit shorter. Okay. Now in accuracy, the AR-15 is more accurate. Now these modern AK-74s or AKS-74Us firing the 5.45x39, they are very accurate. They're much more accurate than a traditional AK-47 firing the 7.62x39. But overall, the 5.56 with the AR-15 is more accurate. In terms of reliability, now these modern AR-15s with all the modern and proper mil-spec springs, buffer weights, extractor springs, they're very reliable, especially with good ammunition. Okay, modern AR-15s are very reliable, but the design and platform and action system of the AK platform is inherently more reliable. Okay, the AK will always be more reliable. There are situations that the AK can perform in that the AR-15 simply can't because the tolerances are too tight. Okay. Here's the action system of the AR-15. Very tight tolerances. There's really not much room for foreign debris. Okay. On the AK platform, you can see it's not quite as tight. You know, got some wiggle there, and it's more forgiving if you get foreign debris in there. So the AK is more reliable. In terms of simplicity, the AK wins. The AK is more simple and easy to figure out to somebody that has never handled a firearm in their life. If they were to pick up an AR-15, they can figure it out, but they're not going to feel as natural with it. With an AK, it's simple. You just flip the safety down, pull the charging handle back, and you're ready to go. The AR-15, it's a little bit more complex. Not that it's really complex. The AR-15 is a simple design, but comparing the AK with the AK is more simple. Okay. Now, in terms of weight, really, for the most part, AKs are always, for the most part, more heavy than an AR-15. That's if you're comparing a full-size AK to an AR-15 like this one. This is a carbine. But if you have a Krinkov AKS-74U compared with the carbine, the Krinkov is much lighter. Okay, it's way lighter than the AR-15. It's pretty considerable. That's one of the first things that I noticed when I got my Krinkov here, is how light it was. It is more light than the AR-15. Okay. When you accessorize them, the AR-15 is has a lot more options in terms of upgrading the parts and accessorizing them. You can accessorize and upgrade an AK rifle, but it's not quite as easy. Parts can be harder to find. There's many parts for the AR-15 and options in terms of upgrading it. With the AK, not so much. They're out there, but there's not as many options to accessorize and upgrade an AK with an AR, or as there is with an AR. Okay. The carbine has a collapsible stock. You can see that. And the Krinkov has a side folding stock. Alright. Pretty cool design. It's really cold out here, guys. I'm starting to shiver and stumble over my words. For the most part, that's pretty much the comparison. They're both excellent rifles. Now this is pretty much as modern as you can get for an AK rifle, okay? This is like a carbine version of the full-size AK-74. This is the AKS-74U, or Krinkov. And before I got my wood furniture and my triangular folding stock to make it look like a AK-74 or a AKS-74 from like the 70s and 80s, I figured I would do this review or comparison while this is in its modern configuration. Both are a great choice. Both guns are an excellent choice. Now for me, if I had to choose one, let's say there was a situation where there was a natural disaster or something like that, and there was looting in the streets and gangs going door to door and all that kind of crap, or you had to leave your house for some reason, and I had to choose one of these, I'd have to go with the AR-15 in the M4 configuration. My second choice would be either an AKS-74U or a full-size AK-74. And then my third choice would be an AKM chambered in 7.62 by 39. But out of the two, as much as I love the Krinkov and as much as I feel comfortable with it, I'd have to choose the AR-15 because I'm more familiar with it. It's more ergonomic, it's more accurate, and overall I feel it's a better weapon. But the AK platform is right up there with it. But personally, I like the M4 better. So that's my quick comparison out here. It's like really cold out here, guys. My voice is starting to shake a little bit because it's freezing, but I'm gonna end this video because I'm dying of freezing. And let me know what you guys think of this. Alright, see ya.